I'm Kev, Mr. Kerr, and welcome to the Buddha International Circuit in India for round 17 of the inaugural season of Formula Xbox. And I am in a Sauber and hope you enjoyed the new intro and the new outro, which will come at the end. But we are in qualifying, we are on fresh option tyres, we are on low fuel, and we are right at the end of the session. So what can we do in the Sauber in qualifying? Nothing, because we cut a corner on this lap, so our lap didn't count. There was only 7 players in the lobby this time, not many people could make it, and so I expected to do quite well in this race round India. I'm not very good round India, but I thought I could maybe get my podium, finally get a podium in a league race, but it just did not work out this race. And one of the reasons was because I messed around with the setup a bit. I loaded the wings, changed the gearing, and it just did not suit this Sauber. I was understeering like hell in qualifying, as you can see, and in the race especially. You're going to see me going all over the place in the race. But yeah, this car just did not suit me. It just did not go well, as you see me cut the corner here on the exit of the long right hand, a lovely corner, but yeah, just cut it a bit, and you can see Williams 1-2, Drastic Devil in third in the Lotus, well done, and the Red Bull Assassin Crown in fourth, and you got MBKLY at the back in the other Red Bull. He was I'm Vexy, or PHEXY, in the last race. Incorrect, changed his gamer tag, so that's who he is, so in case you were wondering. And we had Drastic Major, who also didn't qualify, so we expected to get third, and that's what I hoped from this race. And yeah, it just did not work out like that at all. As we start this race, we get off the line, and as you can see, in last place, just trying to hold back here, because you never know what's going to happen into the first corner, especially in India. Accident hot zone here, and nothing happened really. It was actually a quite clean start and a clean second or third turn as well. As you can see, the hairpin, very tough corner to get right, but no incidents. Very good first lap from everyone, and in the straight you can see I'm cursing it, but not really putting up to the back end of the Red Bull, getting some slipstream, but braking a bit early. I don't want to dive it down the inside and ruin other people's races as well as my own. But you see the Lotus, Drastic Devil, oh, he just spun it on the curve, got on the power too early on the curve, and went into the grass. So we're in sixth, and we're virtually pushing this Red Bull in front through the corners ahead, and a couple of prime tyre runners here, and I want to get ahead of them early in the race. I want to get into a rhythm as well, and just see where I have to brake, where I have to turn in with this car, see if it is as understeery as in qualifying. It's much more understeery than in qualifying, I found, and you can see the Red Bull is fighting hard in front. I was just sticking behind them, just waiting for them to, maybe make a mistake just like there from MB, but I couldn't quite get through because I also braked a bit wide and a bit late into that corner. But into the last corner, you brake very early and you just want to clip the apex. Don't take too much, or else you're going over that sausage curve on the inside, and that's going to push you wide. And so yeah, you don't want to do that, especially on those are corners here in India. The first turn you've got that little yellow thing in the centre of the curve, so you don't want to take too much. As we take a look down the inside of MB, but we outbraked ourselves into turn 3, and so easy to do that. It's a crest, it's a rise, you've got to brake a bit earlier than you would expect, but into the long right hand, it got a great run through it, then got the elbows out, went down the inside of the Red Bull and muscled our way into 5th place. Nice move there, but we gave it right back almost immediately, as you will see. Look at this, all going, using all of the track to get the car in, but we're going wide again, and this made the Red Bull get a run on us into the last corner. So we're braking a bit early, a bit cautiously. Red Bull takes advantage, goes down our inside, then we touch wheels, and in F1 2012 that means someone is spinning, and that happened to be me, and Drastic Devil got past, and I'm down the last, so I can practice this getting into a rhythm business. But Drastic Devil plays a big role in this race. You will see as he hits at the end of that for a very early pit stop from him, but almost immediately, as you will see, He had a bit of an accident, and this changed the whole face of the race. As you can see him getting into a bit of a rhythm here, trying to catch up to MB. I'm about 5.5 seconds behind him, and at the end of my options now, I want to be in sight of the leaders. I want to see if I could maybe be on their coattails about between 5 or 10 seconds behind, and then maybe push on. But you can see at the end of that 5, Trust It Devil, the Lotus driver, has destroyed his car, and I believe in the first time in Formula Xbox history, out came the safety car. Just as I was about to outbrake Legion on the outside, try and get him around the outside, the safety car came out, and Legion, he was the leader. He just made his pit stop, and it's quite important for him to stay in front, even though I had a pit stop to make. But so that's what happened at the end of that 6, ahead of the safety car. So just belting it round, trying to get his pit stop over and done with to get onto prime tyres. And normally I start on primes when I'm at the back and then go on to options, and this would have been a great race to do that. I was doing it the other way round, being a bit more aggressive with the strategy, and it did not work out as you see. And on prime tyres, oh, that understeer, that was throwing me into the wall. Understeer, that was, I'm heading for the tree and there's nothing I can do about it. Understeer. So yeah, well, I just could not drive this car, especially around India track, are not very good round. But as you can see, trying to catch up to the tail here, trying to catch up to the train behind the safety car. It didn't stay out for long. I think it stayed out for another lap. So at the end of lap 8, we were going to be unleashed. But at the beginning of lap 8, you will see I'll get the weirdest penalty ever. I just stayed behind Justin Medjugorje, went wide. Assassin's Crown stayed behind him. I stayed behind Assassin's Crown, and I got a penalty for it. So I think Codemasters just wanted me to sprint past them, you know, just take a couple of decisions, and I've got the penalty for basically throwing the balls. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't really affect my race, that 10-second penalty in the end. But got up to rich full mode and got a bit too excited into the first corner, and went a bit wide, and it yelled MB to go back past me, and I'm back down to 6th. I'm down to last. Oh, this is going wonderfully, this race. At the beginning of that 9, it went a bit wide again, just barely hanging onto the car into that right-hander. But later in the lap, the Red Bulls, they had a bit of a display going on as first Assassin's Crown goes a bit wide, and then almost immediately after, MB goes wide and into the wall. So I'm up to 4th place ahead of the Red Bulls, and we've got a bit of a gap to Drastic Midget in front, and then the 2 Williams at the front. But next lap, at the end of the long straight, going into the right-hander, Drastic Midget did the same as Drastic Devil. Too much power on the curves, and there he goes into the escape road over the grass. And hey, I'm in that podium position. Maybe this race will turn out well on that 10 now. 2/3 way through the race. But look at this. You can see how I'm taking these curves. So much understeer in this car. Took the second part nicely, but let's see how I'll do it on the next lap. Going into the first part again. Bit of understeer. It's very hard to get into that section, that left right there. And then too much on the right. Too much curve and bash. That is race over. That is definitely race over. That's my dreams of a podium gone out the window. And there goes Assassin's Crown. I just managed to stay ahead of MB, I think, before the pit stops. But I can barely make it into the pit lane. Look at this going, oh, very wide. Almost to the Hamilton 07 and trying to sticking it into the gravel there. But going into the pit stop now. Not bad. Pit stop from Sauber, and we can get it onto the options tyre, so we can just push like hell with rich full mode at the end of this race. Maybe we could have some fun near the end of the race now, and you know, maybe catch up to MB if he has any problems at all. As you can see, a nice pit stop there from Sauber, getting the brakes sorted, getting the fuel sorted as well. So here I am pushing like hell, and another Red Bull, Assassin's Crown. He had to pit. He had trouble as well. I think he had a spin as well. And that distracted me. I went into the first turn, braked about 50 metres too late. Tried to put it down the first gear so it swings the car around, and tried and drift it round the first corner. Did not work at all, as you can see. And you know, going wide, just understeering in that hairpin with all this gravel on my tyres. But in the end, could not catch up to MB, despite him also having a problem. He lost his front wing on the last lap, and so, I'm so close behind him. Maybe if there was another lap on the board, I would have overtaken him, but in the end, 5th place, 10 points. What can I say? I'm not really that happy with it, but it was an okay race in the end. A good solid points. I hope you enjoyed it. So, thanks for watching. So, till next time. Cheerio.